Okay, so my first question concerns fasting. Do
Mm.
you have to repeat the fast in which you told yourself, I'm not going to do this sin now, but I am going to do it after fasting? Because I saw on social media that Ibn Rajab, may Allah be pleased with him, apparently said that whoever fasts the month of Ramadan and he says to himself that he will return to his sinful obedience after this, his fasting is rejected. Do you have to make it up, or what do you do?
When you give an example and you say that somebody thought something is halal, he didn't know that if a woman took her jewelry to the jewel shop and she said, I'd like to change my bracelet to a newer one. He said, you just have to pay like, $500 extra. No problem. And she paid. After she left, she was watching Asquita and she came to know that this is haram and this is riba. How? Well, you have to sell the old gold, then buy the new gold. Because gold, exchange for gold, must be the same weight and at the same time, hand by hand. She didn't know. Is she committing a major sin? No. A minor sin? No. Because she didn't know. So why would that be considered istihlal? Now, what you are talking about Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, I'm sure that is explaining the statement of من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. And this is a serious threat. It's a sound hadith in which the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, if somebody insists on doing what is wrong, in committing major sins or falsehood, and he's fasting, Allah is not in need for his fasting. Does it mean that because somebody cannot stop lying, that, you know what, you better not fast as well? Of course, doesn't mean that. It is a warning that you should quit the sin, you should stop lying, you should stop acting upon falsehood in order for your fasting to be accepted. But the question is, a woman who is not wearing hijab, and this is a major sin. Now, can any Muslim tell her, oh, you shouldn't be fasting, sister, because if you're not wearing hijab, your fasting will not be accepted? Absolutely false. Absolutely false. Fasting is mandatory even if the person is indulged into major sins. Somebody heard the hadith that if somebody drinks alcohol or consumes intoxicants, Allah will not accept his prayers for 40 days. Would you dare to tell a person who happened to smoke marijuana or drink beer or wine, you know what? Stop praying for 40 days because anyway it will not be accepted? This is foolish. Wrong understanding. No, you should pray and you should fast and you should seek forgiveness and you should repent. But this is a warning that you're going to jeopardize your fasting. You're going to jeopardize your prayers. So you do not compromise. Rather, you should quit the sin. It doesn't mean that your fasting is invalid. It's valid. How much is accepted? Whether a sinner or the most righteous person, the level of acceptance and whether it's accepted or not, it's entirely up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you.